This week said Parshas Siso. I'd like to say a few words on the Parsha about Tshuva. We talked this week about Machzah Shekel, Parshas Siso in the beginning. Then he's spoken about the Chet Egel. Then he speaks about Shabbos Kodesh. Then he speaks about Moshe Rabbeinu asked Mechila from Hashem. The end of the Parsha, Moshe Rabbeinu gets Oy Ponov. This is the end of the Parsha. Our question is, Mamish, 2 words I want to talk about the biggest Inyan of being Ma'aveh Midoisov, to be moichel the other person. A person does an avle to you, can't waste nothing. We know nothing why the other person came to me and why the other person said something about me, and biglal, not biglal, the person said something about me, they threw me out from work, or they did something to me, or the shidduch doesn't go. People in this generation have jealousy. People can't take it. That Reuven is matzliach, and Reuven has got 10 kids, and every single child has got the best shidduchim in the world. And Shimon, the next door neighbor, has got 4 daughters in line, and he can't take it that his next door neighbor Reuven has got 6 daughters, and each daughter is more matzliach than the other one, and he has 4 daughters, and the shidduch doesn't come along. So he decided he has to bashmutz him. You can't take it any longer. He's the next door neighbor. Why is he better than him? So he comes to the shul and he tells Yankel in shul, did you hear about Shimon? You heard about him? What? No, I didn't hear about him. Well, you didn't hear about him? Everyone knows about Shimon. Well, I didn't know. Well, tell me, what happened? What did you see about? Tell me. No, Shimon, Shimon drays around in this part of the town. I've seen all kinds of things about Shimon, what he does. People think Shimon's a nice guy. People think Reuven's a nice guy. Kitzer, he goes to Yena and bashmutz Yena. Because he bashmutz is Yena, and his daughter got engaged, and the shidduch breaks off, and she can't get married to the boy, all from kinna and sinner, or anything, or one person is jealousy about the other person, and he wipes him out. He comes to the shul, and he says, you heard about Yankel? You heard about it? No, I didn't hear about him. You didn't hear about him? Bessen is written about him. He especially goes up to him before Shmona Esrei of Mincha, before he's washing his hands outside in the sink to wash his hands before davening. So he goes up to Yena just before he says Ashrei. Said, I wanted to talk to you about something very important. No, but I haven't got time now because the Chazan is starting Ashrei already. No, but I wanted to tell you something. What about you didn't hear about your next door neighbor. No, what happened to next door neighbor? I'll tell you after Mincha. Because the gun said davening, this guy thinking about the next door neighbor, because he told him, he didn't open his mouth, but he started telling him about something, and this other guy's jealous about him, and he tells him after Mincha, before Mincha in davening, about Shmutz Tjena, and the shidduch breaks off, or they throw one guy out of work. The world is nicht hefker. The world is nicht hefker. This week, I heard a story a few days ago. A Yid came up to me, and the Yid told me a story that his father was working in a certain factory, and one Yid was jealous about him. Jealous is his matzliach. He went up to other Yid, and bashmutzt him. And he was working in a mamish choshuva factory. Was maviach. He was getting wages, high wages. Certain place in the world, they threw him out. He had a family. He had to look for another job. This was very poshet. After he's been in this factory a few years, he kept his mouth shut. He went into another factory and he kept his mouth shut. But the guy which spoke about him, his wife became ill. Within 5 months, she died. The Welt is nicht hefker. The world is not hefker at all. From this week's Seder we see, Moshe Rabbeinu comes down from Har Sinai, and he sees the people, Erevav, laughing away. You're doing an Averis and you laugh. Have a look at the Sipona. That's the worst thing. Brings the posik down to Yirmiyahu Novi, which says, Kiro Seichi Oz Ta'aloizi, Kesha'atem Oivrim Avera, Atem Smeichim. When you do the Avera, you are happy. Moshe Rabbeinu says, no, you can't have the Luchis. It's impossible to have the Luchis. You took the Luchis and you threw it down. The Kedusha was Porcho from the Luchis, and the Oisius flew out. You didn't have to take a hammer and break the Luchis. It was a Dover Ruchani. It's something holy. The Kedusha goes away from it. Automatically, the Oisius flies away from the things. A Yid you can't make the sonus of the Torah. It's Geinish Zoi. It's pasnished. That's by the Erevav. A Yid's different. I will have to say a Yid's completely different than the Erevav. These people were dancing. It was the Erevav. Erevav is the andere Sache. A Yid is nicht so. Friedlander brings down. A Yid doesn't have a Yid is zevochen. A Yid is sad. He doesn't come to shul. He does come to shul. He goes around with a verbissener, with a sour taste in his mouth between him and Melech Malchei Amlochim, because he did an Avera. A Yid allemal hat Zevochenkeit. B'schut zeh, a person is choize b'tshuva shlema. And because of that, a person is choize b'tshuva shlema. When a person is choize b'tshuva shlema, we have to always realize that a Kodesh Baruch Hu is moichel. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is moichel. Just like we, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is moichel, we also have to be moichel. We can't be better than Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, the Apostle brings down a Micho. We say it on Tashlich, on Rosh Hashanah. Mi el kamoicha, noisi ovoin vo'oiva pesha. Lish'eches nachalos, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I'm noisi ovoin vo'oiva pesha. I saw you. Yes, I saw you going to this and this house. I saw you stealing, and I saw you coming, and I saw you going, and I saw you doing this. I see everything, and I moichel you. Please, I want to ask you, just like Mahu Rachum, Afatah Rachum. Mahu Chanun, Afatah Chanun. Please don't be better than me. Moichel. You are moichel the other person, I'll be moichel you. Cheshbonis HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we don't know why, what, when, who, why did it happen? HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Balabait of the world. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in charge of the world. He wants you to keep your mouth shut. This other person was mashmus to you. Don't worry. I know plenty of stories. I know a Yid which was mashmus about something. He also became ill. I know another Yid which did a zazach against another person, died. I know another Yid which did a avle against the other, against noch a Yid. His children went off the way. In Ganzen. Nicht nur went off the way. In Ganzen auf vom Weg. Mamisch. The Welt is nicht hefker. Rebbeinu Shalom should help us. Rebbeinu Shalom will help us. Rebbeinu Shalom will help every Yid in the world, Bezat Hashem. We'll all be Zoicha sein, Bezat Hashem. We'll be Zoicha sein. Lachzo b'tshuva Shalem el Avinu shebashamayim. We're coming, we had Purim Baruch Hashem. We're coming to Chodesh Nisan. There's so much midas sadin in the world. There's wars, there's alarms, there's sirens. The Shver Matzav is in the whole world. What does HaKadosh Baruch Hu want from us? HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from us, just like HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Lish'eres Nachalosoi, Mi El Kamoicha, Noise Ovoin Vo'oiva Pesha. I'm Oiva Pesha. I saw you doing the Avera, and I moichel you. I saw you doing this and this, and I moichel you. Please, don't have kepedas on the other guy. Be moichel the other person. Be mavatan the other person. Don't worry, Cheshbon is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, why you had to go to a zazach. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to test the person in order to make the person go on a high madrega. He tests the person like HaKadosh Baruch Hu tested Yosef HaTzadik, became Melech of the Gans Mitzrayim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is testing us. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to redeem us, take us out of the Golos. We'll all be Zochah Zayin Bezat Hashem. All the Bochas in the Torah will all be Zochah Zayin. Tavchaim Tov Baruchim, Siyata D'Shmaya, and Atzlocha, and Kedusha, and Tara, and Simcha, and Siyata D'Shmaya. Kedusha will help all of us. We'll be benched. We'll get the bochas. We deserve the bochas. Because we are bonim atem l'Hashem Elokeichem. Our bakosha is to Melech Malchei Amlochim. Lev toy borei li Elokim. V'ruach nochen chadesh v'kibi. Al tashlicheni milfonecho. V'ruach kodshecho al tikach mimedi. Please, don't take the Ruach Kodshecho from us. Give us the Ruach Kodshecho. Be with us. Hand in us. Al tira avdi Yaakov bezat Hashem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, help us. Take us out of the golus. Only you can take us out of the golus. We'll all go. We'll try to go in your ways, bezat Hashem. Help us. Be with us. Be mechazik us. And take us out of the golus. And bezat Hashem, we'll all be zoicha to have a beautiful gebench Shabbos Parshet Siso, Shabbos Parshet Poroh. We'll have a Tara, Kedusha, Simcha, Siyata D'Shmaya, and Chaim Tovim, Aruchim U'Lasholem.